Let's clear something up because the coverage around Warner Brothers Discovery's latest filing, how shall I put this politely, is not serious in regards to Paramount Sky. Mainstream media is running with the narrative that Warner Brothers is losing confidence in its deal with Netflix. This is not at all what that filing is saying, not legally, not structurally, not even between the lines. What this filing actually does is far more strategic. So we're talking about Warner Brothers Discovery / Netflix and the perennial distraction, which we dubbed Skydance Media, led by David Ellison. The filing explicitly shows that Warner Brothers and Netflix are tired of doing this dance with Skydance. We already know what he has to say. They've listened, they've engaged, and now they're done wasting time and they want the deal to move forward. This is not about losing confidence, it's drawing a line. The filing says in unmistakable languages that David Ellison's Skydance allows Ellison to walk away at will, which we already know from looking at the filings, lacks firm financing certainty, creates asymmetric risk for Warner Brothers shareholders, but not for Skydance. It's not competitive, and it's a placeholder masquerading as leverage. By contrast, the Netflix-backed transaction is binding, it's financed, and does not allow Netflix to casually exit if the market wobbles, headlines turn, or Warner does something simply that Netflix doesn't like. Warner wants shareholders to understand that and to keep all this talk of a lawsuit from taking place. This is a pressure filing. Warner and Netflix are saying, we've heard enough. Either show up with real money, real commitment, or stop clogging our process and move on. They are effectively doing something subtler as well. They are forcing Ellison to put up or shut up before his earnings. No more sources familiar with the matter, no more weekend whispers to Bloomberg, no more optionality dressed up as inevitability. If Skydance wants to play in this league, it needs to step up and be an adult. No, guess what? We have a more final and best offer, which is existing in perpetuity, so that they can continue to drag things along and stall. What the media keeps missing here is key. Too many analysts are still confusing noise with negotiating power. Ellison's agenda is just creating headlines. Netflix offers the company certainty, and they don't want to lose that certainty. So you're looking at this and you have somebody who's a very serious buyer on the table, ready to close the transaction, push things through. And then you have this person who's like, well, I want to do this, but they're giving really draconian measures in order to get it done. You want to make sure that you're not losing the bird in the hand and playing to these tactics. And frankly, Netflix is tired of them getting in the weeds and messing up what they're doing. And they can't compete with a bid that they don't even know what it is. I mean, he just keeps saying, it's not my best and final offer. All right, dude, well, what is it? Poker game is here. Everyone's shown their cards. It's time that you show yours. The Warner Brothers filing today is reminding everybody politely, legally, and with a sharpened pen that the certainty wins, and Netflix is deliberately allowing that 7-day window so they can put this to bed. This is a railroading nuisance bidder who's also highly dependent on some pretty shady funding. And his terms are, ridiculous. It's like if you are buying a house and you have somebody there who's offering you asking price, and then you have somebody alleging, well, I have a better offer and I want to buy this house. This isn't, a mortgage where you can say, well, we're going to walk out of the bid if we're not able to finance. We're talking about a multi-billion-dollar deal. So either Ellison can put up or he can go home. Skydance is claiming that they have real money, real conviction, so let's see it. This chapter needs to close, and the so-called activist investors really are not serious. They don't have a major sway over long-term shareholders or institutional investors. They're just there to do Ellison's bidding. And I don't think that that's pushed to this point, but Netflix is covering their bases so that in the event that there is a lawsuit, as well as Warner, that they can say, well, we've exercised all of our rights. We gave them the opportunity. Now shut up and go home. So I will be doing a video breaking down soon the 3 filings that we saw, one from Netflix, one from Warner, and then there's a voter statement and looking at that and what it means. Interestingly, what we have not seen today is any kind of bid from Paramount Sky, despite them repeatedly saying that that's what they were going to do, that there was a better offer and there was some talk of a verbal offer, and Warner is saying, yeah, show us. Okay. So we are going to see Sarandos today on CNBC, but for now, it's up to David, and we're tired of him as both a Netflix and a Warner shareholder. I'm sick of this guy. Like, I mean, seriously, his offer sucks. I don't care what he's offering. The measures that he's put into place allows him to walk away at any time if he does not like the deal. His financing, not professional. His entire behavior has been unprofessional. He's done a lot of misleading to people in the markets, and unfortunately, people are stupid enough to listen to it. And if you look at his funding source, which, is Daddy's money with Oracle, Oracle's down today. He's not serious, people. That's all I have to say. So let's see what happens. But to me, Warner Brothers is screaming loud and clear. We're doing this with Netflix. You have 7 days and we're closing that door, and no more talk of tender offer. We're voting. End of story. Okay, thanks.